guest interviews spotlighting local businesses to covering important issues within the community no one else is talking about. The hot topics and more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is World One Development's News You Can Use with your hosts, Mr. Charles Harper and Miss Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening on the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, and on www.kbob899.com, or tuning in to any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, June 7th, 2023. And we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media networks, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mom and them and tell them you can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook live feed at World One Development.
On today's show, trafficking.
Wow.
What is it? Who's at risk? And how is it affecting our communities locally, statewide, nationally, and globally?
Yep. We'll also talk about what citizens can do to help reduce this activity in our community and provide helpline information.
And of course, our Hump Day hot topics, which are walking yields a 14-year-old student a scholarship to college. Find out how, birthdays, and more.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media networks, powered by World One Development. The police report coming up next, y'all. Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947. The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
This is News You Can Use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use media network, powered by World One Development.
And we are back. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, one, so we can support, and two, so we can be informed.
I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes Fitting Back In, EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and Oklahoma Community Support Coalition. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with an emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing, implementing business operations, and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. I am also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this show.
Damali,
Hey,
how art thou doing today?
hot.
Hot, man. What's done happened out here?
I done went from being cold to allergies to now I'm just hot.
You sound like you're out of allergies jail, though.
I am. Yeah, I'm excited.
So for all of you allergy sufferers out there, keep taking what Damali, give them something, man, because you sound good today. What they need to do?
Man,
What's the
I've been
regimen?
I've been taking my Zyrtec. I keep it on stock
Right.
at my house. So as soon as you walk past the kitchen counter, there it is right there.
It's right there sitting
So
there.
you don't forget. Because you mess up and forget, baby, yeah, that's a setback.
I know it's been a crazy little week. Been a whole lot of good stuff going on.
Yes.
I kick it off with Edgerec,
Yes.
Unplugged,
You
Summer
see,
Camp,
I'm repping.
representing.
Yeah.
I put fruit on there because the kids eating fruit. We keeping them healthy. Shout out to all of our staff over there at Edgerec. We
Yes.
appreciate all of y'all. I don't want to start saying names because if I miss somebody,
Yes.
they're not going to charge it to my heart.
Yeah.
Then maybe they will.
Maybe they
So I'm
will.
gonna leave
They
that. But I'm
might.
gonna shout out
Oh.
all of y'all. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to the kids. Shout out to the parents who have entrusted us for
Yes.
9 years to look out for their kids during the summer.
Yes, I mean we have had a blast. So Monday, I went over and spent the whole day with everybody, kind of getting everybody acclimated, and it was a fun time. Everybody had a blast, so people are still calling because they seeing all the fun we having.
Right.
First it was like, "Nah, we ain't gonna send y'all," but now they see us having out there playing kickball and stuff, so now they want to come join in on the fun. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all can come on.
Let me tell you one more thing that was pretty fun too.
What's that?
Man, Fran Shell and Be Good
Yes.
on Friday doing they did. We was able to go out there and be live on Oprah Network was out there in the
Yes.
building.
Yes.
Man, all the community showed up for the ceremonial groundbreaking. Of course, we had our own last week, so
Yes.
shout out to everybody that showed up.
Yes. Another great thing that happened: Black History Saturday.
Black History Saturday went down, and I heard
Yes.
Dr. Alawale came out there and made them get with it.
Yeah, so they actually went on a field trip. And
Right.
so instead of being in the Edgerec building, they actually went down to Black Wall Street on Greenwood and actually went to B.S. Roberts Park and did an excavation.
Right.
So that was really cool. Where I'm like, have you ever done an excavation?
I used to dig in the dirt, but I would be looking for worms to go fishing. Is that an excavation that I'm finding?
No.
See, in
that is
Arkansas,
not.
don't hate on my excavation. So in Arkansas, you can look under the leaves when it's moist, and you pull back, man, you get some big old worms, and you ready to go fishing.
That's pretty
That's not
disgusting,
excavation.
but
I'm
okay,
going-
no,
I'm
They
that's
call
going
them
not.
midnight crawlers.
That
Yeah.
midnight crawler.
That's gross, but okay.
So
Yeah.
so shout out to Christy, man, and her
Yeah.
entire team because they're doing something that's impacting the
Yeah.
whole world. People are reaching out from all over. So
Yeah.
that partnership with her, National Geographic, and all of them
Mhm.
doing big things. For that's for sure.
Many big ups to Dr. Odewale for setting that all out and laying it out the way she did. She did a phenomenal job. So before we get started, we want to send out prayers to the family, friends, and fans of DC Young Fly.
Man.
If you guys have not heard, he lost his the mother of his children, Jackie
Right.
O. She died in Miami last week.
Yeah, I heard.
Rumor has it that she was having some mommy surgeries, and
Right.
that was the result of it. So prayers for
Wow.
DC Young Fly. We remember him. He came to 36th Street North Event Center.
Right.
We had a good time. Funny guy. We had a blast, and our families were able to meet him. So very sad. They have 3 children, beautiful kids.
Beautiful kids. And the things
Yeah.
that we understand about our time spent hanging out with him is, man, he loves his family.
Yes.
He loves God. And here's the ticket, Tulsa. When the pandemic was going on, he was the first one come out
Yes.
and kick us off with some laughs to
Yes.
help us. Now, y'all was laughing under that mask and getting mad,
Right.
but he was like, "Don't take that mask off." Some people didn't care; they took the mask off, and we had to spray him down.
Right.
But prayers for his family because he's young, man,
Yeah.
30-year-old for something like that to happen. So
Yeah, that's terrible. Also wanted, another prayers we want to send out to the family of our very own artist, activist, and historian, Yelbanzi Charles Johnson.
hurt my feelings.
Oh
man.
my God. We just saw him at Kevin Ross's funeral
Right.
just a few weeks ago. And then now for this to happen, I'm just like, man, I just don't know. But his memorial service or celebration of life is going to be set for June 10th. So that will be this weekend at 2:00 p.m. at All Souls Unitarian Church, which is located at 2952 South Peoria. So let's send up prayers for that, Yalbanzi's family.
I know, I love him. I remember when I first met him, he threw me off a little bit. I thought he was almost Jesus. He came in events and he had this big old stick.
Right.
He had the dreads. And he came right up to me with that stick and said, "You don't know who I am." I said, "Oh my God, you come back to get me before my time." No, I'm just playing. But nevertheless, I've just grown to love him and see him and respect him and see him in all the different spaces. And especially this time of year, close to Juneteenth. We're going to miss him.
Artwork that he
his
did.
Artwork is phenomenal. So,
all right. So are we ready for the Black History Trivia?
Get your thinking cap on. Not your Google.
Let's go.
Hold on now. All you secret listeners, I saw y'all coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, y'all out there in your limousines and your helicopters. We appreciate that. And now everybody's on the live feed. Welcome to the show. I'm going to do some shout outs in a minute. We got a busy show today, so we're just going to get to this trivia question first. So get your thinking cap on.
Okay, Black History Trivia. What does Juneteenth mean to African Americans? Is it A, Black Music Month?
Uh-oh.
Is it B, freedom from slavery? Is it C, financial empowerment? Or is it D, Black Wall Street?
All of the above.
That's what I thought.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, can one be one day to just be all of the above answer?
You know what? That is not the answer, but I think it should be.
What y'all got? What y'all got on the live feed? Put it in so we can acknowledge what you got. You shouldn't be Googling too much.
Right.
But I'm going to let JB go first.
I'm going to go with what Juneteenth means to African Americans. I'm going to say freedom from slavery. This was a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
I got to go with that. If you missed this, then you need to get off our live feed. Don't listen. Don't be a secret listener no more. We need to start over in life. If we can't figure this one out,
hit the reset button
before Juneteenth.
Exactly. Well, guys, you know what today is?
Hey.
It is the police. Okay, so first of all, I should say we're going to tell you what the answer is at the end of the show. Yep. You guys should get this.
On your live feed, let it come in. We're going to acknowledge. We're going to write it down because we do have some merch in that we're going to start shipping out.
Yep.
So one, welcome to the show. Number two, put your answer in there right now.
Yep.
Don't be Googling either.
Don't Google. No Google.
Are we going to take a break or are we going to go straight to it? Hey, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a real quick break. Next, we got the police report. This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the news you can use media networks powered by World One Development. Coming up next, the police report.
Yes. The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering,
the
or
Juice
community
Radio
event,
Show and
call us
KBOB
at 918-200-9046.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa, I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chillin'.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
That's the sound of the police.
And now it's time for the police report. The police report on news you can use with TPD officer and Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders.
just like that.
Come
Okay,
through.
that was a big wreck at
That
the end.
sound like it was an accident. I was
know.
looking outside.
Like what's going
what's
down?
really going on?
Exactly.
Happy hump day to everybody. We are back. We are live. Damali, today is one of the most exciting shows of the month.
Yeah, you guys know how it goes down.
Right.
The first Wednesday of every month. It's the police report with our very own Lieutenant DeLorne Sanders. He is here live in the flesh.
Like always.
Always.
Yep.
You know, how many years has this been now? Like 3?
About 3 years.
Yeah.
3
You've
years.
been with us since we
This is
started.
the beginning. Yeah.
Down like 4 flat tires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lieutenant DeLorne Sanders, how you been, man?
I've been doing good. I'm just thinking about that Black History course. It's so hard.
It's so hard.
It's
Yeah.
so difficult.
Got you in the think tank to try to figure out what's really going on. But everything in the streets is going pretty good,
Yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, look, we had to get by the Black Wall Street rally.
Mm.
Then we had to get through Legacy Fest.
Yes.
So we 2 for 2 right now.
Yes,
Now,
yeah,
I know
yeah,
next
we
week
doing
is the
good.
big one.
The big one is
We had
coming.
2 warm-ups for the
Yes.
big one, Juneteenth. So right now, we just want to say a special shout out, man,
Yeah.
to you and your guys and everybody that work with you.
Yes.
Job well done.
Absolutely.
Because we always from here and there we have stuff that we got to complain about. Right now, we got to
Yeah.
give y'all and salute y'all and
Give
give y'all
y'all
a pat on the
props.
back
That's
for doing
right.
a great
Appreciate it.
job. Because we've been having a good time.
Yeah.
Do
Been
the
having
stanky
a great-
lid.
Hey,
Oh, hold
hey,
on. I done got
chill,
too hyped
chill.
up. Oh, my mama. Okay.
Chill.
Yeah. That's
chill.
enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
Situation
She said chill.
number 9. All the
You're doing
hits.
too much.
We've been look. It has felt like
It's been
good vibes.
entertaining.
Yeah, no, it really
entertaining.
has. It's been really good, really good. And we appreciate TPD for being there and just making sure that everybody is safe, man.
Right.
We've had great successes with all of these, and like you said, but the big one is coming.
And no matter what happens, it's always good to see people that you know, officers that's
Yeah.
in the community.
It makes a difference.
Working
Except when they
hard.
turn on their lights and you ain't paying attention, and they get on that horn and say, "Hey," and you be like, "Oh,
Yeah, you don't want none of that.
yeah, none of that smoke."
No
None of
red
that-
blue.
Right. So today we're going to talk about trafficking, and in particular, just sex trafficking, kidnapping, and those types of things. These are pretty morbid subjects,
Right.
but this is something that we need to talk about as a community because these things are happening in our community, and we want to make sure that our community is safe, and that we're thinking about some of the things that could happen. We can't be just skipping down the street haphazardly and not paying attention.
It's not like it used to be. Back in
Yeah.
the day, you could leave your car doors unlocked.
Mhm.
You can leave your house door unlocked,
Yeah.
the back door, kids in and out drinking Kool-Aid with no shoes on running. That's in the country. I don't know what y'all did in the
Well,
city.
on Greenwood, we would sleep on my
Same
grandmother's
way?
front porch.
For real?
All night. We would, kids
With no
just-
problem.
no problem at all.
But nowadays, man,
Can't do
people
that.
are kidnapping, they sex trafficking. So
Mhm.
today, y'all tune in, pull up your seat, get your pen and pad out, man. We got to talk about this sex trafficking because this thing is bad.
So first of all, we're going to give a definition of human trafficking.
Right.
And that's kind of all encompassing,
Right.
So the law defines human trafficking as the use of force, fraud, or coercion to compel a person into commercial sex acts or labor against their will. So that's just the broad stroke definition of what it is. Actually, pulled some research and found out because we always want to hit
Right.
local, state, national, and international so that you get just a big picture of what we're talking about
Right.
on this particular case or on these particular topics. So the one thing that I found, and actually this is an old article, but it still holds true. Of course, we're right in 2023, so our numbers are not solidified yet, but this is an article from 2022. And they're talking about 2021 stats, right? So at this point in time, there were 755 children
Dang.
that were reported missing in Tulsa.
In Tulsa?
In Tulsa.
Y'all listen up now. Did y'all
Yes.
know that?
755 children were reported missing. That was in 2021. Of those children, 642 were voluntary runaways. So they just, their mom told them to clean up. They didn't want to. So they I'm running away, and they just took off. Right.
They didn't do it for that.
Well,
It could be
some,
other reasons.
Some could. It could be other reasons, but hey.
We
that
going
time-
back to us.
Yeah.
We didn't want to clean up because our mom used to get
Right.
up at 5 a.m. to get
With
that
the music
bleach
blasting.
and the music.
Yes.
Like, Mama, turn
I
that
don't
music
want
down.
to. Yes.
Put all those them discs and all that
Right.
stuff up.
We don't want to do that.
But anyway, that's a high number.
That's a high number. So these are 20. Now keep in mind, this is 2021
Come on.
stats. So 642 were voluntary runaways. 89 were child stealing.
Wow.
So people stole somebody else's child. 15 children were classified as just flat out missing. They don't know what happened to them and why. And 9 were kidnapped. So overall, the numbers were down, which I'm shocked to find out because
they still seem high.
They seem really high to me. But in 2020, there were 920 cases. And in 2019, there were 922 cases. So 755 is definitely less than those. But I'm shocked to know that there's that many.
Lieutenant Sanders, man, when you hear that, man, you on the streets,
Right.
What do you think about that?
I think it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's pretty accurate. We do have a lot of kids coming up missing, children coming up missing, and like you said, most of them are runaways.
Mhm.
Right.
But you have some that you might think they're runaway, but they may be staying with family members that's keeping them from other people or stuff like that. But I just want to go a little deeper than that.
Okay.
I'm talking about some suspects that does these things. They're really getting bold on how they're trying to take people. They'll try to take them while the parent is there if they can. If they think they can overpower the mother, they'll overpower the grandmother while they're walking. They'll just try to jerk them out your arm sometime. I've watched videos. I've seen things all over the country. I've been looking over here lately, and it's been people are really getting bold in trying to take kids from other people.
Man, that is really, really
That's
scary
crazy.
that you jumping out of cars while people got their kids
Mhm.
to try to kidnap them and take them. That got to be alarming. And like if I was a police officer and that kind of call came in, I would be sitting there like, wait a minute, they was with the parents? Yeah, walking with mom.
Right.
And somebody jumped out of a van to try to kidnap them. So what does that say? Is it that the law is not harsh enough on people that do that, or that's just the kind of environment it is?
Well, I don't think the laws are harsh enough if we can get them. The thing is now that I don't want to call it black market or something like that, but the thing that's going on now, that these networks are getting bigger, for us child trafficking and all this type of, and and if you are in the right connection, it's big money in that type of stuff.
Oh, so it's the money. So now you're dealing with a money thing.
Yes.
As well. Now I can say this too, Damali, now, because of course we can't just say parents' names, but I have noticed that parents do call us sometime and say that they 12 and 13-year-old decide to run away. And you be thinking, man, where are they going? I think a lot of parents are at work, working multiple jobs. And I think these kids just get together and say, man, just come by my house. Because kids, when you think about it,
they do.
It's not like it was when we was growing up. Our generation of these kids is a little different.
It's very different. Very
there are
different.
thousands of kids missing. I mean, in larger cities, it's probably more prevalent because you do have the organized crime, and that's an underground. Like he said, that's a underground circuit.
Whole network. Yeah,
it's a I think Russian. You got Russian mafia and Asians, and there's black people that do it. There's all races, Mexican, Latino. So they all participate in it.
One of the things that TPD Lieutenant John Adams has said is that parents are being more lenient on their kids, which is making them less. So it's less likely for them to report that the kids are gone in a timely fashion.
Right.
Because if you used to your kid, he's over Johnny's house probably playing, games, video games or whatever. But then it's like, wait a minute. It's outside the window that you normally give him. You know what I'm saying? So you're not reporting it quickly.
That's true, but we have a lot of parents don't have them outside the window. I mean, kids just come in and out when they get ready. And and I've had to deal with some missing children that they were really missing. They just went over somebody else's house and that household let them stay there.
Oh wow!
Didn't even bother calling the parent.
Oh wow!
That's
they listened to some sob story that the kid done said, and they believed it. And there's a way he can stay here, and that was just it.
They never called the parent. Never called the parent.
Is that a crime to do that?
Well, it can be
if it's a minor.
Yeah, it can be. It's a crime, but sometimes a lot of parents don't follow up on that.
Right.
Those that got kids that kind of freely do that, they be mad at the time, but they don't ever follow up.
Right.
Now, those parents that are serious about it, they'll follow up on it.
Let me ask you this, because I don't know. I know sometimes we go through certain situations where we do have curfews in the city. Yeah. Is there a curfew for any kids of any age?
City of Tulsa, we have a curfew. I think it's on the weekends it's 12 o'clock, and it's on during the weekdays it's 11 o'clock. And the only way you can be out, you got to be coming home from a job.
A job, or sport,
sporting events, stuff like that. But you know, being a day shift supervisor here lately,
right?
I don't really have to deal with that much. So, but it is enforceable. We can write teenage tickets for being out too late.
So does the ticket go to the teenager or does it go to the parent?
Well, you know what we do, the teenager get a ticket and we'll send a copy to the parent.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So in Tulsa County,
right,
the city of Tulsa, during the week, 11 o'clock is curfew. Just in case y'all didn't know that, because I didn't know, to be honest.
Kids, y'all hear that?
On the weekend, curfew is at midnight.
Right, unless you're working.
Or
coming from a sporting event.
What happened to the programs like Raider and the youth programs? I think Charles used to be a part of one of those.
LA Raider?
Yeah, you didn't want to be a Raider.
No, I worked at LA Raider.
Yeah,
was that for younger people?
That's beyond the program.
They closed them programs down years ago. The state shut them down years ago. Now they just other organization. Raider wasn't for runaways.
No, not even close.
Violent people.
So let me just give you a stat. We talked about what's going on here in Tulsa.
Right.
So let's talk about what's happening in our state. And this is this year's stats. Okay, so we want to keep that in mind. What I gave you for Tulsa was previous years. This year's stat. We have had 99 in the state of Oklahoma. 99 human trafficking cases.
99.
And so we're just now at mid-year. Yeah. 2020. Yes.
Wow.
Oklahoma is ranked 26th in the nation for human trafficking.
Wow.
Of those human trafficking cases, those 99 human trafficking cases that I talked about, 180 human trafficking victims came out of those cases.
Man, that's
that's a lot.
That is a lot.
77 of those were sex trafficking cases. 7 were labor trafficking cases. Sex trafficking, Oklahoma is ranked 26th in sex trafficking and 35th in the nation for labor trafficking.
So that's pretty tough, man. When you look at that, I tell you what, I hear the music. That means we got to pay a few bills. When we come back, let's talk about the things that we can do to try to help alleviate our kids being snatched up off the street, snatched out of their school, snatched out of Walmart. I'm saying snatched too much, Damali.
That's too much.
My bad. But let's get you some tools and some nuggets that you can use so we can stay safe out here in these streets. This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Networks, powered by World One Development. We'll be right back, y'all. Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
The Juice Radio Show and KBOB 89.9 would like to say thank you to all of our listeners and sponsors who donate to help keep our media program alive, reaching the community. The Juice Radio Network continues to expand as influencers in the community of North Tulsa and beyond, but can't do that without your help. That's why it's important that we as a community continue to support the Juice Radio Show and keep 89.9 on the air. The community not only deserves this service, but needs this service. Let's continue to support the mission and giving a voice to the voiceless and donate to the Juice Radio Radio Show. The Juice Radio Show is a nonprofit 501c3 powered by KBOB 89.9 and Eden Media Services, operating solely off the gifts, donations, and contributions made by listeners like yourself. All donations made to the Juice Radio Show are tax deductible and can be sent to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74106.
It's Tulsa. I see you here in Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa chilling.
We appreciate your continued support and thanks for listening to KBOB 89.9 FM.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the news you can use media networks powered by World One Development, and we are back. Human sex trafficking. My. A lot of crazy stuff been going on. Our goal is to make sure we're able to keep our kids and our families safe out there, because the worst thing is to be kidnapped, to be snatched off the street when you're just trying to be in your neighborhood and have fun. Right. You know, we're in some different times now, so we're gonna get into some of the worst cities that you have to live in. We're gonna just give you just the top 5, so just in case you live in one, I think we should just give the whole top 10. We just ain't gonna elaborate on the number.
Okay, cool.
Top 10.
Okay, so the top 10 worst states for human trafficking are California is number 1,
right?
Texas number 2, Florida number 3, New York is number 4, Michigan is number 5, Ohio number 6, Georgia number 7, Illinois number 8, Missouri number 9, and Mississippi tops off the 10.
It's kind of all over the place.
It is. Like it's all over. Yeah.
It's not like a
Texas
southern.
is close to us though.
Texas.
Yeah.
It's a border.
It's number 2.
I'm looking for borders. Maybe if
border
it's
states.
And I be thinking about like the undocumented young people. So you probably got a lot of numbers that we don't even know about.
We don't even know about.
A lot of those sex trafficking, when you're talking about Texas and Florida and stuff like that,
right?
You know, a lot of when people come over here from other countries, they pay people to help them get over here.
Yes,
and they have to get over. They have to work it off,
right?
And that's where a lot of that trafficking comes from. You know, work trafficking, sex trafficking,
right?
Stuff like that. They have to work it off, and sometimes we don't find out about it too. So they real deep into the situation.
Yeah.
And just like that. Hey, quick shout out to all the people that's tuning in with us. We appreciate y'all tuning in on the live feed from all over the world. If y'all have a question or a comment, throw it on that live and we'll get you a response. But yeah, California. Yeah. Y'all be careful out there on that West Coast.
So I also did a little research because we are international.
Right.
And so I wanted to find out internationally, you know, what are some of the countries that have the highest rate of human trafficking?
Right.
And I found out that India is at the top of the list with 14 million. I said million with an M victims.
Wow.
China comes in second with 3.2 million. Pakistan comes in third with 2.1 million, and Cambodia is also a transit source and a destination country for trafficking. 36% of traffic victims in Asia are children, while 64% are adults.
Man, that's a lot. So
isn't that crazy?
Now you done upped it because now you're saying adults are also being kidnapped.
Yes.
So Sanders, so we kind of touched on the kids, but is this mainly women or men getting kidnapped? Man, let me start back doing push-ups. I mean, is this everybody?
Right.
Well, you know, hey, you know, always gonna be majority women get kidnapped. You know, but you know, it's also gonna be men too. It's also gonna be men too. But you know, they have, women have to watch themselves when they come by themselves, going to the malls, going to the stores, and watching them, and looking at them, and also, when you go to your car, make sure nobody's got nothing stuff up under your door handle that can make you sick, and stuff like that. When you go out to the clubs, if you're going by yourself, going out, maybe be leaving your drinks wide open while you're dancing, and watch who put stuff in your drink, all that kind of stuff going on.
Let me ask you this. I'm asking Damali this. So none of the women in the world get mad at me. But why does it take women so long to get in the car and find their keys?
Don't do that.
I'm just saying. It's like routine. Like everybody, it don't matter.
My and drive off.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So this what we doing on the show.
Look out for the sisters.
We bashing the sisters.
I'm just saying it takes a minute to get in the car. Then I think
this is a fact though.
Yeah.
It just takes.
I think it's a proven fact.
I think if you sit and time it, like if a guy's going to the car,
have to start paying
you can
attention.
time it, and probably in 30 seconds, we done went to the car, got in, and we done drove
She
off.
got to get in the car, make sure her hair is right,
Got to check the
adjust
lipstick,
the seat,
Y'all heard
find the
this?
check
keys.
the mirror.
Y'all heard this
It
tomfoolery
takes
right
too
here.
long to just get.
Instead
But
of
I do
starting
get
the
in my
car and
car and
blocking
lock
the
my
door.
door, though.
You do okay.
Even if I'm gonna
That's good
fumble
practice.
around,
Yeah.
I do get in my car and lock my door. And I typically go, I call it coast to coast. So if I'm leaving the event center, then my doors are locked, and I don't unlock my doors until my garage door goes down.
That's a good thing. So let me ask you this,
Yeah.
Officer Sanders. You're a young lady. It's 10 o'clock at night. You leaving Walmart. You leaving an event party. How should you proceed to get to your car and get on down the road?
Well, I think you need to roll your windows up before you sit there and fumble around. You need to hurry up. Already have your keys out,
Mhm.
and get on in the car. And hopefully, if you don't have a friend there with you, that you maybe have somebody else that
Right.
walk you to the car. Don't be ashamed to let somebody at least watch you walk to the car.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have too much pride, and we don't. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me, and you just go to the car by yourself. Even with me as being a man, and I'm out late night, I like to walk out with somebody when I'm going to my car. Look around. I always look around, make sure nobody hang around my car.
Yeah.
I do that.
I do that
That's the police officer in me. I'm always looking around, see who's hanging out.
Mhm.
And if it looks, follow you good. If it don't look right, you may have to wait a few minutes before you go to the car.
I think a lot of people be on their cell phones too,
Man.
Yeah.
and
Or
just be
text
looking
them.
down.
Not paying attention.
You just looking down. You in Google Gaga land, and next thing you know,
You snatch
somebody's
up.
in the back seat of your car.
You're like,
You
wow.
didn't even see him get in.
And I go, here's the whole purpose of the show, news you can use to help us to be more safe, because these numbers are astronomical in my mind. They too high.
Yeah.
And somebody listening, y'all make sure y'all start sharing this video, sharing this live feed, because the goal is because this is actually a serious matter.
Yeah, it is very serious. So to piggyback off what you said, Lieutenant Sanders, based upon cases where race is known, I found a statistic that said sex trafficking victims were more likely to be white, 26%,
26%.
but black people were 40%.
That's crazy.
And then in labor trafficking, the victims tended to be more Hispanic at 63% or Asian at 17%. And then it says most of the suspects were males at 81%. And this is a statistic.
Predators.
Yeah.
Predators,
81%.
Preying on the weak.
Yeah, exactly. So it says that victims of human trafficking can be anyone, regardless of race, color, national origin, disability, religion, age, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, socioeconomic status. Basically, they want you to know it can be anybody that they perceive to be weak or vulnerable. Then they'll grab you. 50% of victims are children, and 80% of those are women and girls.
Wow, 80%. So we got to be extremely careful out there. Man, that's number one. Lieutenant Sanders, because this is your show. Man, if it was three things that you have to tell young women out there and young girls, if it was just three things to say, look, if you can at least do these three things, you could maybe minimize yourself being or becoming a victim of this human sex trafficking thing.
Basically, be aware of your surroundings. Always looking around. Always. If when you go places, especially places where you not familiar with, always have your somebody that you trust to go with you.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say this. Sometimes some places ain't the right time to get somebody's phone on, get to know him. This new dude, he might look good, look nice, and I want your number, this and that. Hey, what's your name? If this ain't the right environment, right time, you may not want to meet that person.
Right.
You're going to chalk that up as a loss. And because some places ain't the place to talk, best if you don't know that person.
I'm not going into an alley.
Man,
come walk over here with me to get my number. No, thank you.
So imagine with all these dating sites.
Yeah.
Imagine with all the Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter and all the pictures, all that stuff is going on where somebody can DM you, meet me at the movie, meet me here. I think that probably could be heightening these numbers.
Yeah.
Just because of outlets like that.
Yes,
exactly. So one of the things, and that's a great point. One of the things that the article says here, and this is an article that was posted by Human Trafficking Awareness Day.
Right.
What they say is be careful about posting too much personal information online, and do not trust friendly, and they put that in quotes, friendly strangers on social media that know too much about you or say just the right thing. Traffickers go after those they perceive as vulnerable and meek.
Man, when you say vulnerable and meek, what does that mean?
That's what it means. I mean, you just go for anything. That
was kind of like when the rapper got caught up at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles with his girlfriend and they shot him.
Yeah,
right.
She kept posting every move that they would make on social media, and somebody was following them.
Yeah.
But
pulled up and killed them.
But I think, Officer Sanders, when I say vulnerable and meek, to be honest, sometimes people might not even know what that means, vulnerable or meek. So the ticket is you could have these 12-year-olds and you try to tell them it's dangerous. I can handle my stuff. I got my pepper spray. Get out of my way. And don't weigh but $1.05.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I'm just trying to speak to some of the youngsters that we see out and about sometime. And it's just that you think you're going to live forever. You think you can do anything. And that's just not the world that we live in today.
Yeah, that's not true. So when you say vulnerable, in my mind, what that means is, I'm not thinking about the implications of a situation. So for instance, if I meet a guy on Facebook, it could be somebody that's catfishing.
Right.
Or Instagram.
Yes, that's another thing.
Somebody that's catfishing, so they're grooming. And typically that's what happens is they groom you. And then the next, then you're all trusting. You've never met this person in your life. You thinking it's a 16-year-old kid and it's a 35-year-old man.
Yes. Here's a ticket. Here's a JB, myself, Sanders. We some thick. We haven't missed a meal.
Y'all substantial
for a little while. We haven't missed a meal. So vulnerable is basically this. If me, JB, and Sanders is out, and if you're 100 pounds, 120 pounds, it probably won't take much for one of us to grab you and throw you in the car. Mm-hmm. It's not much. So that's the thing you have to factor in when Sanders say, but if you have someone with you,
right?
Yes.
It's just the fact that somebody is with you.
Change your odds.
It changes the odds, just like that. Yeah. So if nothing else, another thing I would say, keep somebody with you. At least have somebody watch you to make sure you get to your car. Maybe text somebody when you get home and say, hey, just want to let you know I got home safe and sound. We do that at the event center. And we all grown. When we leave, it's me, JB, Rue, April, our whole team. We all have this group text where, man, it's 1 a.m, it's 2. Hey, because the worst thing is to wake up to find out a person that you work with, a person that you care about, something happened and nobody even checked or even knew what was going on.
Exactly. So we absolutely do that. So right before we go to break, we're going to break really quick, but let me give you just the last five ways that we can work together to prevent human trafficking.
Right.
1, to take a stand and wear blue. January 11th is Human Trafficking Awareness Day. I didn't even know this, but just wear blue to help spread awareness. 2, understand the risk factors to prevent individuals from being exploited. 3, know what to do and who to contact to report it. You can call 1-866-347-2423. That's the Human Trafficking Law Enforcement telephone number. Again, that's 1-866-347-2423, or you can get help from the National Human Trafficking Hotline, which their number is 888-373-7888. Number 4, expand awareness in our community. Educate yourself and the faith-based community about human trafficking. And 5, understand how vulnerable communities are impacted. Right. Not every person has equal access to resources that they need on this topic.
Just like that, you listening to World One Development News you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 and Simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Networks. Powered by World One Development. Up next, our Hump Day Hot Topic.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
This is news you can use right here. KBOB 89.9 FM. And now we're going to drop that hump day hot topic.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The all new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
hey, guess what day it is? Hump day! Hump day! It's hump day!
Hey, Mike. It's the Hump Day Hot Topics on news you can use.
Mike.
Mike in there. Bring our mics down so we don't be staticky too. We be Mike be hot.
Right. All right. So today we're going to only do one hot topic because it was a really good hot topic and we need to talk about it. So a 14-year-old walks over 2 hours to make it to his 8th grade graduation.
Talk about motivation.
So why is that a big deal? Well, I'm going to tell you why. So a 14-year-old who walked 2 hours to get to his 8th grade graduation is being rewarded for his determination with a full ride scholarship.
Come on.
Xavier Jones from St. Louis walked 6 miles from his home to a graduation ceremony at Harris Stowe State University, HSSU, to make sure he got his diploma. The university said that Jones asked his brother and a friend. So when we're talking about trafficking, once again, he didn't walk alone. He asked a brother and a friend to walk with him so that he wasn't alone. He says, I wanted to get my graduation and all my award stuff. That's why he did it. So HSSU President Dr. LaTanya Collins Smith was so moved by his perseverance that she offered him a presidential scholarship that will cover 4 years of tuition, housing, books, and fees. She said, we are so proud to welcome Xavier into Hornet Nation in the fall of 2028. So he's not even ready for school yet.
Hey, let me tell you that, man. Look, here's a ticket. Sometimes people have excuses.
Man.
Other people have ways of getting it done.
Man.
And you don't have to be an adult. This young man, 14 years old, because of his ambition and effort, now has him a full ride scholarship early. So all he got to do now is keep working hard.
Exactly.
Great story.
And it's not going to be hard for him because he graduated from Yeatman Middle School with a 4.0 GPA, and he wants to be a NASCAR driver.
Now, stay focused, young man. Now, instead of walking slow, you'll be driving fast.
Okay.
Before you
That
know it.
part. Yes. So congratulations. News you can use. We're very proud of you.
Black History Trivia, what's happening, y'all? What's your answer? Let's read it one more time.
Okay, Black History Trivia. What does Juneteenth mean to African Americans? Does it mean A, Black Music Month, B, freedom from slavery, or C, financial empowerment, or D, Black Wall Street?
All right.
If you said be like boy, which all of y'all
tried
did,
to trick us on that one.
I did a little bit, but it still didn't. Yeah. Everybody should have known that. So if you said be like boy, you are absolutely correct. That is the correct answer. On June 19th, 1865, nearly 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln emancipated enslaved Africans in America, Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas, with the news of freedom. More than 250,000 African Americans embraced freedom by executive decree in what became known as Juneteenth or Freedom Day.
Juneteenth.
False call.
We're going to be kicking it for Juneteenth next week. So, hey, we're going to have to send out some shirts because, hey, who don't have this right 1 week? But here's the ticket. If you go back a little bit, a lot of people didn't know that, Damali.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. But talking about it, having shows just like news you can use on KBOB. Now,
shout out to Energizer. He got it right.
Energizer got it right. Shout out
of course,
to the J Bone Lounge.
And Teresa too.
Yes.
Let's do
they
this
both
thing.
on right now.
Right. All right. Upcoming events. Let's go ahead and hit these and get on through. World One Development is looking for volunteers to help serve the community. If you would like to volunteer or need community service hours, you can email me at damali.wilson@worldonedevelopment.com. If you're looking to have an event, the 36th Street North Event Center has dates available. You can give us a call at 918-200-9046 to reserve your spot. Fitting Back In is still taking registrations for justice-involved individuals in Tulsa County. You can contact Christy Williams at christy.williams@fittingbackinTulsa.org, or you can give her a call at 918-592-3500 to sign up.
Let me tell y'all something. That Fitting Back In program is something, man. We got like 70 people in there getting a better quality of life, taking care of their family, getting into a home. That's wraparound services, y'all. So don't be sleeping at the wheel. Yeah. Jump into that Fitting Back In.
That's because we're here to help justice-involved citizens thrive. Oasis Fresh Market is open 8 o'clock a.m. until 9 o'clock p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 8 o'clock a.m. until 8 o'clock p.m. on Sundays. Make sure you stop by for all of your grocery needs. Uganda Missions. If you would like to sponsor a child's education for one school year, or you can consider making a donation to World One Development in the amount of $250. That takes care of breakfast, lunch, books, uniform, and a broom for one student.
What's the broom for?
For them to clean up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, you got to keep it clean. The kids just returned to the classroom for their second term, and Youth for Charity Missions is also looking to purchase a projector and a screen for the village so people can see life outside of the village. So if you would like to donate, please do so at our website at world1development.com/Uganda-missions, or you can cash app us at $World One Development, or you can hit us up on PayPal at donations@world1development.com.
Man, a buddy just headed over there to DJ in Kampala.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's headed over there like next month or something like that.
That's cool.
Come on,
that's
really
super
cool. I just want to tell y'all just don't know what it means to Pastor Caperi and Teddy and that team over there in Uganda.
Yes.
Imagine now they're gonna have this big screen. Everybody, the village can come up, get them something to eat, watch movies.
Maybe they can watch news you can use.
They can watch news you can use.
Hey,
it's gonna be 11 o'clock at night. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Curfew's at 11. No, I'm not in Uganda. Shout out to Pastor Caperi. Love you, man.
Yes. All right. Our Community, Our Health is a show about health and wellness that can change your life. Our very own Dr. Andre Perdue has assembled some of Tulsa's top Black physicians to discuss health topics. Tune in every Friday at 12 o'clock noon.
At KBOB 89.9 FM.
Yes. Beyond Apology. The last Beyond Apology is going to take place on Tuesday, June 13th at 5 o'clock p.m. at the Greenwood Cultural Center located at 322 North Greenwood Avenue. So for those of you who have participated thus far, thank you so much. And for those of you who still want to participate, that's going to be your last shot.
Let your voice be heard now.
Yes. Black Wall Street Apprentice Readiness Project. It presents the Contractors Academy. It actually started on June 3rd. It's Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock a.m. until 4 o'clock p.m. at the Black Wall Street Chamber Business Center, located 1800 South Baltimore Avenue, Suite 815. Lunch is going to be provided. You want to go to that?
Man, I'm going to eat some lunch, and I'm going to learn a little something.
As everybody knows, our EduRec Unplugged Summer Camp, you see the t-shirt I'm repping today.
Just like that.
It started on June 5th. We still have a few slots available.
We're going to give y'all until Friday.
Because
we got to account for the snacks and the food and all that. So we'll give you to Friday. After Friday, that's the cutoff.
Yes.
So get in there by Friday.
Exactly.
That's love right there, right?
Exactly. That's a lot of love. So you can sign up on our website at edurectulsa.com/camp. The registration fee is $40, and the camp itself is $100 a week per child. We may have a little bit of money left for scholarships, but give us a call and we'll try to get you hooked up. That's 918-430-3947.
I don't know who don't need a break for them kids.
Man,
at least a little bit.
A little bit.
And one more just quick shout out to our staff over there doing an amazing job this week. We love you guys. When I tell you it's fun, go to EduRec Tulsa page now and just look at all the fun that the kids are having while being educated.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Black Wall Street Pitch Competition is happening June 15th from 6 o'clock p.m. until 8 o'clock p.m. at the Greenwood Cultural Center. The application process will close on June the 9th at 5 o'clock p.m. There's going to be a first prize of $10,000.
10 G's, 10 racks.
Yes. Second prize is going to be $7,500.
All the ways to save money. What you say, a rack, 10 racks. Bag. What Twinkie say, coins? I'm going to count my coins.
Right.
10 grand. Hey, man.
That's a lot of money if you were upcoming, startup. That's
absolutely
great. So second prize is $7,500. $500, and third prize is $5,000. So you can apply at TulsaJuneteenth.org.
That's some good money.
That's what Juneteenth is about, is taking care of your business. Tune in. Black Wall Street got some good stuff going on, y'all.
All right, and Juneteenth begins on June 15th. So it's going to start with the pitch competition. There's a whole lot of activities that are going to be happening. And the Whispers are going to be on the main stage.
JB, give us a couple songs. I know you know them.
Rock steady.
Rock. Yes.
Steady. Steady. Rocking all night long.
There you go.
Keep on loving me. That's the good one.
It's going down, y'all.
She's the lady.
Yeah.
Look, for all y'all tuned in.
Sandals is that lady.
Hey, look.
That's the lady.
There you go. Look, Energizer, you know he's going to be in the house. He's going to be so.
Yes.
Shout out to Energizer, man.
Right.
Our Arkansas ambassador. You know he's going to be in the building.
Exactly. So so the Whispers are going to be on the main stage, but there's also going to be activities like Profound Gentleman Luncheon.
Right.
That's going to be recognizing Black teachers, Black male teachers. I love that. That is amazing and a great idea, guys. Black Wall Street pitch competition. There's going to be art exhibits. There's going to be music. There's going to be a 5K and a 1K run. There's going to be yoga. There's going to be a kid zone. There's just going to be so much going on. So you guys don't want to miss that.
Who's going to get in on the run?
Not me.
I'm gonna run a little bit. Then I'm gonna stop.
He gonna run right over there to
when I see that detour sign, when they say food, that's when we get out of the race.
Exactly.
But I'm telling y'all, all y'all listening on the live all around the world, let me tell y'all, it's a good energy in North Tulsa, on Greenwood, on Black Wall Street right now. So hey, pack up your bags. You still got a week and a half to get here.
Yes. All right. Then back to school block party is going to be happening at Lacey Park on August the 12th from 10 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. More information is going to be coming soon, so just save that date.
And guess what?
What that?
News You Can Use going to be there.
We're going to be there.
Smooth going to be there. Charles and Damali going to be there. Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders going to be there.
Yes.
Man, we going all the way up.
Divine Nine gonna be there too.
Divine Nine gonna be in the building. They're gonna be playing some kick. Last year was the first one.
Yes, that was good. It was fun.
Awesome. Yes. So don't miss it. Mark your calendars.
All right, and then lastly, the Spreading Hope Back to School Bash is going to be happening at B.S. Roberts Park on North Greenwood Avenue. It's going to be August the 19th from 10 o'clock a.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. There's going to be free backpacks, school supplies, community vendors, community resources, food, drinks, snow cones, kids zone, music, and more.
I want to tell you what I love about that.
What's that?
Celebrating 10 years that we'll be in the partnership. E-Media Services, JB Smooth, Black Wall Street Media Group, EdDirect, World One Development, all of us, 10 years. So make sure you don't miss that because thousands show up every year.
It's Roxy.
It's going down. Oh, yeah, you know, a whole little corridor right there. Yeah. We going up live, y'all.
Yes.
Save that date.
All right, birthdays. June 7th, Stephanie McCoy. It's her birthday.
What? Stephanie? That's my girl right there. Happy birthday,
it's still my
Stephanie.
birthday.
No, that ain't
your birthday is over with. It's been another month.
Hey, look,
it's still my birthday.
It's over, bro.
We can at least do this. Look, can I at least do this? I bag up one day and say, happy birthday to Uncle Bobby yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy birthday to my daughter Gloria yesterday. Because it is still a party with them. But JB Smooth.
It's Gemini world.
It's over.
It's Gemini season until like the 19th.
He done went from
so you gonna party all the way to the 19th?
No, I'm not partying. I'm done partying, but I'm gonna just say I had the most epic birthday week ever. You know, I got to go eat at Fixins on my birthday.
I know we took you. Yeah,
on the grand opening night, man. That was something else, man. Yeah. That food over there,
and I paid for it.
Let's do this, man. Quick shout out to Kevin Johnson.
Yes.
Big things.
Yes, that was some
last
good stuff.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock. They did their soft opening.
Yes,
every day on Facebook, I be like seeing people like posting pictures. So the traffic's been phenomenal. The support has been through the roof.
Right.
So it looks like it's a winner.
Yes.
It's a winner, baby. Shout out to the whole team, man. We gonna try to get over there today if we can. Give us a piece of the chickens. Slide it out the window.
Yeah, come on, help us out. All right, June 10th is gonna be Damari Meyer's birthday.
Damari, shout out to Damari, man, doing big things in the city always.
And June 11th, Ashley Townsend celebrates her birthday.
Over there at Chase Bank.
I just
seen her talking to some young girls like a group, man. Ashley, for her to be the community engagement person for Chase Bank, one is huge.
Yes.
But I just think she's doing a great job.
Phenomenal
Shout out to
job.
Ash,
yes.
for sure.
And congratulations on the baby as well.
Oh, wait.
All right. And then if you want to hit us up, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That is World One Development, 36th Street North Event Center, Fitting Back In Prison Reentry, or Edgerec Youth and Family Fun Center.
Man, it's been a great show today on the police report with this sex trafficking thing. Y'all start sharing this video right now. Thank you to all of our secret listeners, first and foremost. Everybody that's been on the live, Teresa, Mom, Mr. Energize, and the whole team. We love you guys as always. So share the video right now because we went through some good stuff. Lieutenant DeLorean Sanders, what's your final thoughts, man?
I wanted to say, if you got to report sex trafficking and anything, go ahead and report it. I know sometimes the stories may sound kind of strange to people, but we know it's true because that's how it's all set up. It's some things be happening that don't sound like it's real, but I believe it is.
Right.
Just like that. Damali, what's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts, you guys. Let's just make sure that we are looking out for one another and taking care of each other. You know, we can't just be walking around willy-nilly. And I'm you know, a single female, so I'm watching out for myself.
We don't mean to call y'all out.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to be paying attention.
Gotta pay.
So
Keep your head on the swivel.
That's right. Absolutely.
When you come out, don't be on your phone. Get in your car, roll up your windows, lock your door, and drive off.
Yes.
And remember, it's a curfew for you kids out there.
Yes.
During the week, 11 o'clock be in. On the weekends, at midnight be in.
Because we want y'all to arrive alive.
Great job, JB, man. We like you with your cool hat on today.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Let me borrow that hat. That's pretty live,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Keep that sun off your head.
No
All right, man. Love y'all. Share this video. We got to get ready to get out of here, but check this out before we go. Please consider donating to Eat Media Services to help our community radio continue to stay on the air. You can send those donations made payable to Eat Media Services to 1216 North Lansing Avenue, Suite D. We moved all the way up, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74106. This is news you can use. Your boy Charles Harper, that's me.
And Damali Wilson, that's me.
And we are live every Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure you tune in.
Later, guys.
And if you'd like to tune in and advertise or promote your business on the show, hit us up on Facebook at World One Development. Yeah. That's in my Scotty voice. Getting ready for the whispers, you know. Yeah, girl. I'm gonna hit you with a slow jam one time. Anyway, this has been World One Development's news you can use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. Please be aware that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the host and their guests and not necessarily to the station, committee, organization, or other groups or individuals associated with KBOB 89.9 and Eaton Media Services. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all next time.
Adios. Adios.
Peace.
Thank you.